Right now I'm walking down Colfax Avenue. Right over there is Josephine Street. Right over here is the Carla Madison Recreational Facility. Super cool spot. I don't know if you can see it yet. Yeah, they have like outdoor rock climbing. Obviously most rock climbing is outdoor. Artificial outdoor rock climbing. Anyways, just like a very epicentral part of Denver. And right over here, behind this dump truck, there's a farmer's market, really great farmer's market. And all up and down Colfax are tons of shops, restaurants, you know, bars. Bar Max is just back there. Really cool, like cocktail place with like charcuterie boards. Chipotle right here. Just a lot of stuff going on. But anyways, today's video is a virtual tour of Congress Park, Denver. There's not going to be a better video anywhere on the internet. Let's get after it, huh? How's it going, y'all? My name is Jesse Lynch. I run the hardest working real estate team in the game. We're called Welcome to Denver. You can check out our website, welcometodenver.co. But this YouTube channel is all about helping you find a place to call home here in the Denver metro area. Whether you're moving from out of state or just buying a house for the first time home buyers, relocations, that's what we do better than anybody else. So if either of those things appeal to you, do us both a favor, subscribe to this channel, click that little bell to get notified, give the video a thumbs up, and say what's up in the comments. I'd appreciate that very, very much. It's hot out today. It's been hot a bunch lately, but hey, we'll get through this. And if you're thinking about moving here to the Denver metro area, Denver, Boulder, anywhere on the Front Range, do whatever you can to get a hold of us. You can contact us on our website, welcometodenver.co. You can email us at info@welcometodenver.co. You can hit us up on Instagram at welcometodenver.co, or you can call or text the number on the screen, whatever you want to do. Right now, I'm at Congress Park, being worked on a little bit over there. It's not that exciting right now, but it's a cool spot. They have tennis courts, racquetball courts, soccer field, baseball field, swimming pool that's currently closed. Just this big open field, generally just a good spot to hang. And Congress Park is a beautiful, beautiful neighborhood. Some of my favorite housing styles and generally just some really good neighborhood feels. All right, enough talking about this. Let's go for a ride. All right, friends, right now I am in a neighborhood that I just think kind of sums up what Congress Park has to offer. It's just a beautiful, beautiful neighborhood, and I love the architecture in this neighborhood. You get these Denver squares, which are also called four squares if you're not from Denver. There's tons of like really beautiful classic bungalows, and then some sort of Queen Anne Victorian-esque houses as well. I'm just so into this kind of architecture, and for whatever reason, it seems to me that there are less scrapes, aka just houses that have been torn down and new ones put up in Congress Park than some of the other neighborhoods that are more affluent like this one is. All right, so fair warning, in my head I constantly switch up Capitol Hill and Congress Park, and I say Congress Hill and Capitol Park like all the time. It's a flaw, I apologize. But anyways, Congress Park is defined by four boundaries. To the north is Colfax, to the east is Colorado Boulevard, to the south is 7th, and to the west is York. And Congress Park is towards the eastern part of Denver proper, and so that puts it around 30 to 35 minutes from the airport, and something like 10 minutes, maybe a little bit more, from downtown, from like the central business district of downtown Denver. Even this apartment building is cool. Anyways, Congress Park has a population of just under 12,000 people. I mean, it's pretty much fully developed. So if there's ever gonna be a new house here, it's gonna be a scrape. But I think one thing to note is that so many of these older houses are in just such good shape and have been so well taken care of over the years that people aren't really looking to this neighborhood to do all the scrapes. And I appreciate that. I love this old architecture, and it's just nice to keep some of that. Congress Park is rated number 3 best neighborhoods to live in all of Denver based on niche.com. It's definitely made my list of top 10, and I think top 3 is probably not that unreasonable. It is a really good spot, and I really like a lot of the amenities that are nearby, but still there's kind of a peacefulness here that I can really appreciate. Also, one thing to note is that the schools here are quite good for Denver. As far as Denver proper goes, they are some of the best in all of Denver. The high school is called East High School. It gets an A on niche.com, which is the highest rated school on niche.com in all of Denver proper. And the middle school and elementary school, Morley Middle and Teller Elementary, get a B+ as well, which also some of the best middle and elementary schools in all of Denver proper as well. For the record, when I say Denver proper, if you're like, what does that even mean? Denver proper is just an actual Denver area code, not a suburb. One thing that I think is worth noting is that the house prices here in Congress Park are actually not that bad for how great of a neighborhood it is. I mean, niche.com ranked it 3rd best place to live, and the median sale price here in Congress Park is just under $800,000. Interestingly enough, the median list price is just under 7. So that's a $100,000 gap. People are going that far over, but you know, it's a supply and demand thing here. There's no more new land to build. So if you want in, you gotta pay for something that already exists, and you know, people are willing to compete for it because it is an awesome spot to end up. But right now, I'm just gonna walk down here a little bit, show you a couple of, you know, the types of houses. See, that's 4 square. Basically, if it looks like a square, it's probably got a front porch. It's probably gonna be a 4 square. It's probably exactly a cube, same height as it is depth, etc. And so cool. I love this tree-lined street stuff going on here. Here's a beautiful older bungalow, and this one's a little more of a craftsman vibe, but I'm into that for sure. But just want to show you, just like, these trees are so mature. People take really great care of their yards and their landscaping, and I'm just a fan. So interestingly enough, we started on Detroit, and right, this street that we turned on now is Clayton, and coming up here, we're coming back to 12th, and there's just like a handful of shops and restaurants, Ace Hardware, there's a food market, there's this really great coffee shop with this giant patio, breakfast burritos, pastries, coffee. What else is there, you know? What else is there for life to offer? Almost back to my truck. I'm gonna show you around. Right now I am in a neighborhood that I think is a pretty good example of a more modest neighborhood within Congress Park. I literally laugh because it's still like beautiful and super picturesque, but for sure, like, there might not be $1 million house on this block, okay? But look, I mean, it is just house after house after house of these brick bungalows. They're everywhere here. And so you can get one of these really cute brick bungalows for considerably less than $1 million, you know, depending on the condition. And if you're up for a challenge, $500,000, $600,000, $700,000, $800,000. And that as far as being 10 minutes from downtown with all these conveniences, there's pretty good value to be had there. But all right, now I'm talking pros and cons of living in Congress Park. I'm a big fan of Congress Park, so cons are a little hard for me to find, but they're there nonetheless. Okay, first pro is like these cool, charming, quaint, cute, tree-lined streets that are picturesque and just really, really nice, right? That kind of neighborhood vibe, that is first pro, absolute one of my favorite things about this place. The next part I would say is sort of the walkability, or more so just the proximity of cool bars, restaurants, places to eat, kind of nightlife. And not like clubs, you're not gonna find a club here, but places to go after work, on the weekend. Congress Park has a lot of that stuff going for it. Next I'm gonna say is these homes, right? Just these really cool, full of character homes. If you're looking for a house like this, a brick bungalow, there's not gonna be a whole lot of spots that are better than Congress Park. Next is that the schools that serve Congress Park are very, very good. There's a school right there. In fact, wouldn't be bad living here, going to school there. But again, East High School is one of the best schools within Denver proper. It gets an A+ on niche.com. Awesome spot. And then last, I kind of already mentioned this, but it's just proximity to downtown. It's basically 10 minutes, maybe 15, depending on where you are, from Congress Park to downtown. And it's a pretty piece of cake drive. You can hop on Colfax basically all the way down to downtown. Which leads me to my first con, which is that Colfax can be a little bit chaotic sometimes. There's a lot going on. It's a main through street. Definitely is sort of just where stuff is going on. So if you live super close to that, it might be a little bit noisy, it might be a little bit of chaos, people walking around after bar close or whatever. But right now I'm in the middle of Congress Park and it's beautiful, basically dead silent right now, and no complaints there. All right, next con is smaller yards. For sure, a lot of these spots, they're gonna have just smaller city lots. So if you want a big old lot, this definitely is not the spot for you. You might get lucky, but probably not. Next is just that it's more expensive than average, right? The median sold price here is $800,000. That's considerably higher than the $650,000 median here in the Denver metro area. But as far as Denver goes, it's actually pretty good. But as far as these top rated Denver neighborhoods go, it's actually pretty good. Okay, and then last con, might not even be a con to you. It's not exactly a con to me, but is that there really aren't any big box conveniences within the Congress Hill neighborhood. Pretty much you're driving if you're going to any of those things. Let's go for a ride, huh? Right now I'm in front of Cerebral Brewing. They have this really great patio. Very cool brewery. And just right there, right behind me, is Colfax. It's basically all the way on the eastern edge of Colfax compared to where we started this video. But I hope this video begins to give you an idea of what Congress Park has to offer, at least helps narrow down, is this something I'm interested in, that whole thing. And really, to me, and if I had to boil down Congress Park, I would basically say it comes down to cool, old houses that are generally very well taken care of, nicely renovated. The park, and actually proximity to the botanical gardens, which I haven't really talked about, but that's technically in Cheeseman. I will do a neighborhood tour on Cheeseman and I will go to the botanical gardens. But just check out the Denver Botanical Gardens. Super beautiful spot, but nonetheless, not technically in this neighborhood. And then lastly, that it's basically surrounded on two sides by a commercial district, right? And for the most part, commercial district isn't mixed in. I appreciate that, but you can walk to basically either Colfax or Colorado Boulevard, and you have tons of choices to for dining and that kind of thing. But if you watch these videos, you know that I do a for fans of section. Basically, if you're into this place, check out these places, or vice versa. I'm gonna say for Congress Park, the places that feel most similar to me, the two closest I would say are Cheeseman Park and City Park. They're close in proximity and also pretty close in vibe. And then if you like the walkability of certain parts of this neighborhood, I would say you should check out Highland. Highland has a little bit more of a metropolitan feel. To me, it almost feels like the San Francisco of Denver, which obviously San Francisco is huge, but it reminds me of it at times. So check out Highland. And then if you like some of the sort of conveniences, if you like the location of it, but maybe this style of house isn't for you, maybe you're looking for something a little more high-end, I would definitely check out Cherry Creek and Wash Park. Both are beautiful, beautiful neighborhoods. They're gonna cost a little bit more to get into, but arguably worth it. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate y'all very much. As always, if you're trying to make a move here to beautiful, beautiful Denver, Colorado, do whatever you can to hit us up. Welcome to Denver.co. We have a contact form there. You can email us at info@welcometodenver.co. You can check us out on Instagram at welcometodenver.co, or you can call or text the number on the screen. They all lead to us, and we would appreciate it very much. Looking forward to helping you find a place to call home so much. And as always, as you exit the video, do so safely. Subscribe to the channel, click the bell to get notified. Give the video a thumbs up because it was a long day. Thanks, y'all.